Well, got another cheetah. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight and no flex. Alive is 1 in the 6. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. All right. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna keep talking about it because depending on who it is, the audience real selective. I keep telling y'all that this sport is dangerous, and how fitting, because we're gonna talk about the sanctioning body, which is my least favorite. And this is an ongoing theme in boxing, an ongoing theme. But here's my question to you. If Jimmy cracked corn and no one cared, why the hell is there a song about it? So I'll put the link in the description. It's coming out of Ring Magazine, written by one of the few boxing journalists that I trust, and Jake Donovan. Salute to Jake Donovan. Like I said, link will be in the description from Ring Magazine. Julio Cesar Martinez's career is headed for a forced break. The Ring has confirmed that former WBC flyweight titleist tested positive for a banned substance surrounding his March 30 win over Angelo Cordona. Oh yeah. The bout took place as part of inaugural Premier Boxing Champions PBC, as y'all know them as, on a Prime Video pay-per-view event at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. A collected sample from the testing conducted by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the NSAC, produced findings of S5 diuretics and other masking agents. Now let me halt right there for a minute. So we're in Vegas now. Right? This was on the Prime pay-per-view. All right? So they found the masking agent. Martinez slated to come before the commission again in June. Now, mind you, this fight took place in March. It is now June 7th. Okay, here we go. It's March. It's June 7th now, all right? For those of you that are complaining about, hey, man, why isn't, time? Yeah, right, okay. So he's tentatively scheduled for June 25th, 2024. Louis Hamilton, NSAC administrative assistant confirmed that the Ring, but there will always be a possibility that he could be continued to a future Ring return. So they confirmed that there's some movement, but there's a possibility that he could be continued to to come back for a future meeting. So as you can see, because people are always talking about why they take so long. Yo, look, this is politics and nonsense. Meanwhile, somebody could be dead. But people got to push pencils and talk to people and, this has to happen and we have to schedule a meeting, as if they can't do this faster. But they're talking about June 25th, y'all. June 25th. He's slated to come before the commission again in June. Tentatively scheduled for June 25th. It's June 7th, man. Meanwhile, this took place in March. Really? Martinez remains under suspension by the NSAC pending further investigation. All presiding officers under the Association of Boxing Commissions are obligated to honor the ruling. Martinez, he's ranked number 3 in the flyweights, cannot fight anywhere in the U.S. during that time, anywhere in the U.S. But, now people are, if you want to go to Mexico, you might be able to get your boogie on. Guadalajara's Eric Garcia Benitez also tested positive for S5 diuretics from the same show in a 4-round defeat to Justin Valoria. So he tested positive for diuretics, but he lost. So as you can see, it doesn't matter. But we're talking about principle. See, some of you live in this world where, oh well, he lost or he won, so the guy that didn't pop won, so it don't matter. Yes, it does. Fernando Vargas popped dirty after he lost by stoppage to Oscar De La Hoya. That doesn't negate the fact. He popped dirty, man. That's just the reality of it. That's just the reality. The test results overlapped with Martinez's announced decision to relinquish the WBC flyweight title and campaign at junior bantamweight. The 29-year-old from Mexico City held the belt since December of 2019. Don't you just love the sport of boxing? Injuries, illness, and other issues slowed his reign to a crawl. He managed just 7 defenses in more than 4 years. Wow, just 7. Among his issues was the ability to make weight. Diuretic, make weight. Martinez, right? This guy, man, I swear to God. Martinez eventually hit the mark in each of his title defenses. Though he needed 2 tries on a few occasions, he also showed up well over the 115-pound weight limit in March of 2022 defeat to legendary former division titleist Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, if y'all remember that. 3 victories have followed for Martinez, including a majority decision over Cordova in their fiercely contested battle. Should the current test results hold up, he will have to give back that win. First-time offenders with the NSAC have received suspensions ranging from 6 to 9 months. A percentage-based fine is also issued, and the verdict changed to a no contest when the guilty party was the winning fighter. Such a ruling will delay Martinez's hopes to conquer the attractive 115-pound division. Medical studies note uses of S5 diuretics on other masking agents to falsify the results of doping contests. Such substances are prohibited by WADA. There's that company. Both in and out of competition, which means you're not supposed to be on this stuff at any point in your career. In and out of competition, even if you have nothing lined up. This is not, you better hope. When you do get a fight lined up, they don't find that. So they say both in and out of competition. It alters the body's fluid and it affects aids in reduced body weight. So when these guys can't make weight, they take a diuretic to make weight, and it also could flush out a banned substance. So they say we don't know what he was on, but he was on a diuretic. So whatever he was on, he flushed it out. Y'all remember the King Kong Ortiz situation? He forgot to list his blood pressure medication. Now it's bad enough that he popped dirty in the past, but they said his blood pressure medication, which helps his blood pressure, can possibly be used as a masking agent. I remember that. And he almost messed up his Deontay Wilder fight. But back to the article. Martinez previously tested positive for clenbuterol. There goes that drug. He previously tested for clenbuterol during a random drug testing conducted by the WBC's clean boxing program. Countryman and then WBC's 122-pound title holder Ray Vargas produced a similar result. Both were cleared by the WBC, whose findings suggested it was a part of an ongoing contaminated meat issue in Mexico. I'll put the link in the description, but a couple of things. And salute to Jake Donovan. A couple of things. That's what Canelo said. He said, man, he ate some bad steak or whatever, and that was why he popped dirty. That's what he said. This is why I popped dirty, because I was eating some, I don't know, bad meat or whatever he said. And conveniently, the WBC, who's in the middle of all of this, they said, all right, we're going to clear you because we have a clean boxing program. Let me ask y'all a question. How clean is the WBC's clean boxing program? Did you trust them? The WBC? Do you remember their track record? Let me just jump around and give you some things. This is the sanctioning body who actually cleared Canelo Alvarez. They upped the allowable levels of clenbuterol that can be seen in his body. So they upped that. Okay. They're saying that people were running around eating bad red meat in Mexico. They said, okay, well, that's okay. We're going to clear everybody that was involved in that. Whoever was in Mexico at that time, you're cleared. And this is a WBC champion, Julio Cesar Martinez. He's a WBC champion. And now he is found with a masking agent from a fight that he had way back in March 30th. And now it's June 7th, and now here's the article. Right? But this is the same WBC when it was time for Canelo Alvarez to fight Jamal Charlo years ago. Just when we thought he was going to get that fight, he said, not so fast. I'm introducing a new concept called the franchise championship. We was like, all right, well, what the hell is that? It's a privilege. It's not even a belt. It's a privilege in a form of a belt. And you can go up and down in weight. How convenient for Canelo Alvarez. You can go up and down in weight, but you never lose that status. It's a privilege. I said, well, cool. Well, he could do that as soon as he fights Jamal. He says, nope, you can't have both. You can either be the real WBC champion or the franchise champion. And what did Canelo do? He chose this new concept. And we was like, wait a minute, what happened to, oh, word? But funny, nobody called Jamal Charlo an email champion. That was reserved for Devin Haney under the same circumstances. It was time for Vasily Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney. And what happened? Another franchise championship status just came out of nowhere. Vasily said, I didn't ask for it. It was offered to me. Funny. Mauricio Sillyman said, no, you can't ask for it. Well, you have to request it, and we have to vote on it, and then we decide to give it to you or not. So if Vasily's telling the truth, Mauricio, you're a liar, and that's not fair to Devin. But if Vasily's not telling the truth, and Mauricio offered it to you, Vasily, you still accepted it. And then that's how Devin Haney became the quote-unquote email champion. No, it's a duck belt. Mind you, where's the franchise status now? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, it's gone, right? I don't hear anybody talking about, hey, I'm fighting for the franchise status. That status had no mandatories, by the way. So you can't lose it, and it has no mandatories. Oh, I'm sorry. When Teofimo Lopez stepped in, he requested it. Remember that? If I beat Lomachenko, can I get it? And Mauricio Sillyman altered the rules right there in front of us. It wasn't even a year old. Well, it may have been a year old, but whatever. But he altered the rules right there. So I said, well, if Vasily loses, he's still franchise status, right? No. He lost to Teofimo, and then Teofimo Lopez became the new franchise champion. Just like that. But Teofimo wants to cry about how the industry of boxing sees more value in black fighters. They did you the ultimate favor. You and the WBC was in cahoots to freeze Devin Haney out. I have the audio. You said, Devin, you'll never be a champion. You could scream and cry, you could do all you want, but you'll never be a champion at 135. And you don't know that, but we did. We do. Remember that, y'all? I played often. Man, did it backfire. Man, did it backfire. Because Devin Haney not only became a champion at 135, he became undisputed at 135. But here's my point of bringing up all of that nonsense. All of that nonsense, what does all of this nonsense have in common? From Martinez popping dirty to the Clambuterol situation, franchise status, what does those situations all have in common? The WBC. And don't look now. This thing with Ryan Garcia? This thing with Ryan Garcia right now? The WBC steps in and says, we have to conduct our own investigation. We want to see if Osterman played an instrumental part in why Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney. Never mind the fact that the New York State Athletic Commission says, no, we don't allow Osterman under any circumstances. In Vegas, they said they allow 0.1 amount. Anything above that is a problem. Well, in New York, it's 0. And that's where they fought. And after all of these things that Ryan got caught doing in reference to this Devin Haney situation, all the things he got caught doing, from using the IV right in our face, come to find out that that was illegal, to manipulating 2 of the supplements he said he was on and sending it to a third-party company, and now the companies are saying, no, not in our product, and they're proving that. These are the things that the WBC saying that, hey, no, we have to do our own investigation. Never mind what everyone has found. Reputable companies, reputable people, they're saying, no, this guy's caught. Y'all trust the WBC to come in and try and save this Ryan Garcia stuff? So it makes sense that Julio Cesar Martinez campaigning for the WBC pops dirty. I asked y'all a long time, and by the way, boxing is so corrupt in the Olympics, they want to get rid of the boxing program in the Olympics. I was like, man, it's too corrupt. Judging and everything else. What's everything else? I did a live stream about that, like last year. But someone said, hey, man, let me come in and help try and save the boxing program in the Summer Olympics. And who? None other than Mauricio Suleiman. You know Mauricio Suleiman, the head of WBC, the head guy of the WBC? That guy, the head honcho? That guy who told us, I don't care about Daniel Kinahan. I judge him for what he does now. I'm not Interpol. I'm not the police. I judge him from what he does for boxing now. Down there taking pictures of him, with him in Dubai. Literally that week, America says we're putting a $5 million bounty on his head for any information leading to his arrest. He's an Irish cartel leader. And then this guy has to apologize. Mauricio Suleiman does. Y'all remember Franchon Cruz's turn? Remember that? All we asked was Alejandro Jimenez tested for any kind of drugs? And he went off on the public. Hey, man, you know, you're bullying her because she's gay. I said, no, we're not. It's obvious she's gay. We're asking, was she tested? Yes or no? His response, she has a child. I grew up around her, and I known her since she was a kid. We didn't ask all that. We asked you, was she tested? Come to find out, she popped dirty. And guess what she had in her system? She had some hormones in her system because she was going through the sex change to become a man. So technically, Franchon Cruz-Dezurn lost her title in the ring to a man. And we looked at the WBC and said, how did you let this happen? That was dangerous. You made another boo-boo, Mauricio. This is why I call him Silly Man, Mauricio Silly Man. And he had to give Franchon Cruz-Dezurn her belt back. And by the way, have you seen Alejandro Jimenez since? No, because she's becoming legally a man. How the hell are you competing in the female sport when you're trying to become a man? But I said all that to say this. This is the rhythm. This is the rhythm with Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC. Do you trust them to review anything? Everybody got Ryan Garcia dead to rights, and now they want to do a personal investigation. You're untrustworthy. I say every fighter around the world, if you got a green belt and you pay sanction fees on that, dump it, man. Dump it. Just dump the belt. Dump the belt. Throw it in the trash. Pull a Riddick bow. But this time it means something. It means to stand on something. Throw it in the garbage, man. Julio Cesar Martinez is suspended for a positive drug result. Look at the belt he has on there. I see Muhammad Ali's face on that. This is disgusting. The sanctioning body is disgusting. Mauricio Suleiman is disgusting. And it's not going to stop until we stop it. That belt is nothing. It's been tainted. You don't believe me? Where's the franchise status? You don't believe me? Why did the franchise status come about? I keep telling y'all that he sees value in his own. Canelo Alvarez was told, hey, man, you're up to fight Gennady Golovkin. And he said, nope, take this belt. I'm not going to do it right away. I do what I want to do. Y'all remember that? Remember Gennady Golovkin? Just give me my belt. He gave it to him, too. And that's what he did. Gave it to him. I'll fight Triple G when I'm ready to do it. And Mauricio still went around there smelling his drawers. Just to do him a disservice by popping dirty after that. And we don't know how many fights Canelo was dirty in. We don't know. But here we have another cheater. Look at his face. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't talk about it. It's a dirtbag business, and it's dangerous. You're not going to be satisfied until a fighter you don't like is on the receiving end of a murder. Do you like boxing? Or do you just hate certain fighters for whatever your personal reasons are? And that makes you sick. Get the hell out of my sport. Bronx on deck.
Move!